Hi friends, we are back with an interesting episode of Open Book on Aspire and Acquire. We present a concise summary of Spencer Johnson's book, Who Moved My Cheese? Through the book, the metaphor of mice and little people in a maze, it explores the importance of embracing change, letting go of fear, and seeking new opportunities. This insightful book offers practical guidance on navigating change, emphasizing the importance of adaptability and resilience in both personal and professional spheres. Join us as we unravel its wisdom and empower ourselves to embrace change with resilience and courage.
Have you ever wondered how to deal with the inevitable changes that life throws at you? Well, there exists a charming little book that can guide you through this labyrinth of life's uncertainties. The book is titled Who Moved My Cheese? And is penned by the gifted author, Spencer Johnson. This cleverly crafted tale uses the metaphor of cheese, that's right, delicious, humble cheese, to represent what we want in life, be it a fulfilling career, a loving relationship, money, or health. The narrative revolves around 4 characters, each emblematic of the various attitudes we adopt when confronted with change. We have Sniff and Scurry, 2 mice with simple instincts, and Hem and Haw, 2 little people filled with complex emotions and thought processes. These characters navigate a maze, symbolic of our world, in search of their coveted cheese. Sniff represents those among us who are quick to sense change and are ready to adapt. Scurry, on the other hand, is the doer who doesn't overthink and acts swiftly. Hem is the character who denies and resists change, hoping things will go back to the way they were. Lastly, Haw learns to adapt when he realizes that change can lead to something better. This book, dear listener, is a parable of change and how to deal with it in our work and life. It is about overcoming our fears, breaking free from our comfort zones, and embracing change. It's about understanding that change is a part of life and that we must learn to adapt rather than resist. Indeed, Who Moved My Cheese is a guide that teaches us to move with the cheese and enjoy it. It is a tale that resonates with all of us, as we all have experienced change in some form or another. So let us delve deeper into the maze of life and see how these characters navigate through change. Imagine waking up one day and finding that your cheese, your comfort zone, is gone. What do you do? This is the predicament our characters find themselves in during the first chapter of Spencer Johnson's brilliant book, Who Moved My Cheese? In the heart of the maze, Sniff, Scurry, Hem, and Haw discover that their coveted cheese is no more. It's a metaphorical punch to the gut that leaves them staring at an empty space where their comfort and contentment once resided. Sniff and Scurry, 2 little rodents with simple brains but complex instincts, don't waste any time. They don't overanalyze or overthink. They immediately spring into action, scurrying off in search of new cheese. They don't allow the shock to paralyze them. They understand the nature of change. It's inevitable, and they adapt swiftly. On the other hand, Hem and Haw, 2 tiny humans, react quite differently. They're paralyzed by their fear of change. They had grown comfortable with their cheese, and its sudden disappearance throws them into a state of shock and denial. They had built their lives around the cheese, and now they find it hard to let go. Their complex human brains, filled with emotions and fears, hold them back from immediate action. This stark contrast between Sniff and Scurry's proactive approach and Hem and Haw's reactive response is the crux of the first chapter. It's a reflection of how we, as humans, often react to change in our lives. We either adapt and move forward like Sniff and Scurry, or we resist and stay stuck like Hem and Haw. The cheese, in this context, represents anything we desire or have grown comfortable with. It could be a job, a relationship, a lifestyle. When that cheese is moved or disappears, we are forced to face change. As we see, change can either propel us forward or hold us back, depending on how we react. The choice is ours. Do we scurry off in search of new cheese? Or do we stay, hoping the old cheese will magically reappear? What if you could find new opportunities amidst change? Would you take the leap? In the heart of Spencer Johnson's enlightening tale, Who Moved My Cheese?, we encounter Haw, one of the four characters who, after dealing with the shocking disappearance of his cheese, decides to venture beyond his comfort zone. While his companion, Hem, chooses to remain stuck in denial, Haw takes the brave decision to face his fears head-on. He embarks on a journey into the unknown, the labyrinthine maze, in search of new cheese. It's a daunting journey, certainly. The maze is dark, the paths are winding, and the outcome is uncertain. But Haw pushes forward, driven by a burning desire to find new cheese and improve his situation. He keeps his focus on the new cheese, even though he can't see it yet. On his journey, Haw learns invaluable lessons that resonate deeply with us all. One of these is the importance of adapting to change. Change, as Haw learns, is not an enemy, but a fact of life. It's inevitable and constant. Resisting it only leads to stagnation and frustration. Another lesson Haw learns is about overcoming fear. He discovers that fear is often a result of imagining the worst, but when he confronts it, he realizes that what he feared was not as scary as he thought. He learns that taking action diminishes fear, while inaction allows it to grow. Haw's story is not just about a mouse in a maze. It's a metaphor for our lives. We all have our own mazes to navigate, our own fears to conquer, and our own cheese to find. Haw's journey teaches us that we have the power to adapt, to overcome our fears, and to turn change into opportunity. His journey is an affirmation of the human spirit, a testament to our ability to face change with courage and resilience. With courage and adaptability, Haw shows us that change can indeed be a stepping stone to new opportunities. Wouldn't it be wonderful if every change led to a better opportunity? But how do we find these opportunities? Imagine our friend Haw finally stumbling upon a new cache of cheese after an arduous journey through the labyrinth of life. His heart leaps with joy, his hunger is satiated, and he realizes that the change he initially dreaded has led him to a place far better than before. This new cheese is fresh, delicious, and abundant. It's a reward for his courage, his resilience, and most importantly, his openness to change. Now, let's contrast this with Hem. Hem, who is still stuck in the old empty cheese station, stubbornly refusing to venture out. Hem, who is clinging onto the past, living in denial and unable to accept the reality of change. The stark contrast between Haw and Hem illustrates a profound lesson about life and change. Haw's journey and ultimate discovery of new cheese symbolize the positive outcomes that can come from embracing change. His story tells us that when we let go of our fears, step out of our comfort zones, and face the uncertainties of life, we open ourselves to new opportunities, growth, and abundance. On the other hand, Hem's stagnation serves as a stark warning against resisting change. His predicament shows us the misery that can stem from clinging to the past, refusing to adapt, and living in denial. Hem's story is a reminder that we can't always control the changes in our lives, but we can control how we respond to them. So what can we learn from Haw's discovery of new cheese? It's a testament to the fact that change, though often scary and uncomfortable, can lead to better opportunities. It's a reminder that we need to be open, adaptable, and willing to explore the unknown. As Haw enjoyed his new cheese, he realized that change had led him to a better place. But what about Hem? What can we learn from the maze of life and the cheese that keeps moving? Spencer Johnson's book, Who Moved My Cheese?, presents us with a simple yet profound parable that highlights the importance of adapting to change. We watch as two tiny humans and two mice navigate the maze of life, hunting for cheese. The cheese, of course, is a metaphor for what we want in life, be it success, happiness, money, or security. One of the key teachings from this book is the importance of accepting and adapting to change. The world is constantly evolving, and so too must we. Like the mice sniff and scurry, we need to be ready to move with the cheese. When we notice our cheese supply dwindling, it's not a cause for panic, but a signal for us to prepare for change. Fear is a natural response to change, but as we learn from the tiny humans Hem and Haw, fear can paralyze us and prevent us from seeking new opportunities. Overcoming fear is not about being fearless, but about acting despite our fears. It's about understanding that change is a part of life, and that new cheese can be found if we're willing to venture into the unknown corners of the maze. Being proactive is also a major theme in the book. Rather than waiting for the cheese to come to us, we need to go out and find it. We need to take control of our destiny and not be afraid to explore new paths. Remember, the maze is filled with unlimited cheese. We just need to have the courage and determination to find it. These lessons from the book extend far beyond the pages and can be applied in our lives. Whether it's a change in our work, our relationships, or our personal goals, embracing change and being proactive can lead us to bigger and better opportunities. So remember, when your cheese moves, do not fear. Embrace the change, and you might just find a bigger, better cheese waiting for you.
Well, just to sum it up, Who Moved My Cheese serves as a beacon of wisdom, reminding us that change is inevitable. But how we respond to it defines our success and fulfillment. Through its timeless lessons, it empowers us to embrace change with courage, flexibility, and a positive outlook, ultimately leading to personal and professional growth. We will be back next time with another captivating book summary that promises to keep you engaged and eager for more. Stay tuned for more insights and inspiration to fuel your journey of growth and discovery. Goodbye.